am here. We're gonna make a chore chart for Cooper to work on getting allowance because he loves his own money. So let's go ahead and jump in, and I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna put his together if you're looking for something similar. Picked up this blue. It's actually darker than what it's showing up, lighter, like a more prettier blue. Little flimsy poster board. I'm gonna tape it onto a wall somewhere. I'm not sure if I'm gonna put it in his room or wherever. But I'm going to put his name. I'm going to start on this side because I don't think I'm going to use the whole thing. I'm going to start on this side just in case I mess up. I can switch to this side. So I'm going to put his name at the top. So I've got his name and the chore chart on there. And I'm just going to add a few chores that I know at his age and him personally can do. I'm going to explain this chore chart really quick because when you see the list of stuff on here, you're going to be like, this is a 4-year-old, you've put way too much. So there are things that I know Cooper can do, and that he's always asking for money. So I told him you have to do stuff to earn money to be able to spend money and make money. So I'm trying to teach him how to learn to budget with his money and work for his money. So I know there are things that he can easily do without asking, or he can do it, can I get paid for this? And I'll tell him yes, you know. And I don't ever force him to do any of these cleaning things other than his own toys and things like that, and basic stuff. So, but sometimes he does a lot of times ask to do extra stuff to make money. So that's why I've added things on here that I know he can do. Simple things that I know he can do, I put a little bit less money. I put everything is listed on the list one at a time, and each thing has a different price, what it's worth each time you do it. So let me explain. But there are things I know he can do very easily. I know there's things that he can do without asking. And I also know there's some things that we really need to work on, and I think they would be good at achieving those goals. So I did put them on there, but I'm not expecting any of this to be done except for the basic things, and I'll explain that to you in a second when I show you the list. But like I said, I know there's things he can do, and I know there's things we need to work on, so that's how I kind of put this list together. If you want to put this together for your child, think of the things they can easily do. Can they clean up their room? That's one thing I have on there because he makes a huge mess in his room, and he does struggle with that sometimes. Can they put clothes away, their own clothes away in their dresser drawers? They may not be your standard of perfect, but if they're put in the correct drawers and they put them up once you've folded them, they can do that. Can they feed the animals around the house? Just simple little things like that that can make a difference and get into a daily routine. An older child, maybe 10 to 15 years old, can you pick up the trash outside? You know, there's going to be different things that every age can do differently. And then your 4-year-old may be different than my 4-year-old. Your 4-year-old may be able to do a lot more. Your 4-year-old may not be able to do as much as mine, and that's okay. Every child is different. Do this off of your child's needs and what works for you. Also seen some instances, like I remember teaching, and we had one parent that would tell me, I use red rocks, and she showed me, and it was the coolest thing ever. And so she would take 2 little vases, glass vases, like see-through, and every time they did something on their chore list, she would add a red rock into their jar, like fish tank rocks, but it was a diamond-shaped little rock. And at the end of the week, say like on Sunday or Saturday, she would count out all of those red rocks, and they were each worth 50 cents. So she would give her kids 50 cents for every red rock at the end of the week. When they went to the grocery store, they had their money right then and there. That may be something I eventually do, but I think for right now, this is what's going to work best for us. Here is his chore chart. So clean your room. That's a little harder for him, so I put $1. Put your dirty clothes away, 25 cents, because it's very simple, something he can very easily do. Put your clean clothes away, $1, because he does struggle with that sometimes, keeping them neat in the drawer. Clean out your car seat. That does not sound like, it does not mean what it sounds like. I mean, like, he likes to bring little snacks and toys into the car whenever he gets out of the car, to take his things out of the car. Sweep the floors, $2. He keeps asking me if he can sweep my floors and mop my floors, so I'm going to add that on there and let him try it. I'm going to end up getting him his own little broom set for his birthday. So like a kid-size one, so he can learn to sweep the floors. Help mom put away things. Sometimes he asks me, can I do this for you, do this for you? And I put 25 cents for that because it's usually basic stuff. Get dressed correctly. He knows how to get dressed, but a lot of times the underwear or the shirt or the pants go inside out or backwards. So if he can get dressed correctly, we're going to do 50 cents each time. clean the bathroom after bathing. He loves to play in the bath, so that basically just means the water that gets on the floor, because 99% of the time there's water on the floor after he gets out the bath. I just want him to wipe that water up off the floor for 25 cents. Feed Mia and Remy 25 cents for each of them, because he always asks to do that. And then helping Mason. Sometimes we'll be driving down the road and I'm like, can you hand this to Mason? Things like that. So that's what that's for. And I'm gonna put stickers on there for each time he completes something. And I haven't figured out how I'm gonna pay him yet. I don't know if I'm just gonna pay him at the end of the day and then remove the stickers or what, but we will figure that out as it goes. But there is an example of a chore chart. They can be more fancier than this. They can be more simple than this. But yeah, I hope this gives you some help, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.